Welcome to the Tarp Report with Sam and Jess. We are recording episode 97. God Save the Queen. And jackpot.
Boom.
I don't know if I should have done it twice.
You gave it a double clap.
Yeah.
A double clap, which I think you just fucked up everything.
What do you mean?
Good morning.
Should I do one good one right now?
One. Yeah, you're like
one smack to rule them all.
You got to turn it.
It makes me nervous. I'm going to get my willy in there.
Well,
did I ever tell you about that? I used to work in this office. This is a good way to start.
Getting your willy stuck in something.
No, this is ridiculous, right? So I was I was a chemical dependency counselor, working in Aberdeen, and I can still hear that candle. That is the loudest candle in the world. I'm gonna hold it up to the microphone so people can hear it.
He's been talking shit about my candle since he walked in. It is very loud though. It sizzles.
It's a fucking candle.
It
Why is
sizzles.
it sizzling? It sounds like is it bacon grease in there?
There might be a little bit of bacon grease in there. Are you not? Have you never made a candle before?
Can I blow it out?
Yeah, I get it's very. Oh, God.
What? I don't want to hear it sizzle. I have ADHD.
There are a lot of things that people don't want to hear that they're hearing right now.
Oh, really?
Coming out the gate. Hello.
I would rather you make fun of me for other stuff than how I sound.
Okay.
And my voice.
All right, sure. Where do you want to? What can I start with?
Okay. So I was a chemical dependency. Counselor, and there was an office. You had to go through this office to get to the bathroom.
Okay.
And on that office was one of those giant paper cutter things, and it sat up on this table, and it was right by the bathroom. Mm-hmm. And it always bothered me because generally I pull my penis out to go pee. And I was always thinking, I was like, what if I get my penis in that thing?
What if I take my wiener out too early?
And then I'm walking by.
Yeah, and I somehow open up the. I have the same intrusive thoughts, except because I, cut paper at work, and then but with my hair.
Oh yeah, well that's something you should actually worry about because your hair
getting it cut. Well, yeah, because I'm like, oh no, I might get my hair caught.
You're funny with your hair too. Do you know when I'm on the road with Jess, she does this thing. Do it real quick. And
my hair flip, I've done it.
Okay, so yeah, I think we probably talked about it. Yeah. Jess hits me with her hair 7 or 8 times.
I hit everyone with my
2-hour drive. It's really crazy. So
I've gotten, what it is like from even in like middle and high school, I twirled my hair. Just twirled my hair, and like that was my like self-soothing way, and like people it looks really dumb because I look like I'm like,
it's weird. I was just thinking that
how dumb it looks.
A lot of the stuff it's just strange that there's like this cultural thing where like if you're like fiddling or like you just look like a weirdo. It's like and I think that is like something because a lot of the same folks that are doing that are going to struggle in school because they're obviously like there's something else going on, and they're like, I'd rather pay attention to like how my hair feels in my hands right now.
Well, it's just it gives me a like physical like calming feeling. I'm just like, oh, okay, it's okay. Everything is gonna be fine. Like if I'm super stressed out, like I'll twirl or like I'll do it more. But like I remember when I first started comedy, I went to a show and I was talking to a comedian after, and I was because I just do it and I don't think about it. Like it's not it's just
I hardly notice it anymore.
Yeah, and
I do now because we're talking about it.
Right. But he was like, he just like looked at me and he was like, can you stop? And I was just like, what do you, he was like, can you stop doing that? He was like, it's making me anxious. And I was like, oh, I was like, this is bothering you. I honestly
active? They probably quit.
I've not seen them. I saw them one time. Have not seen.
You've been doing
since.
it long enough to see it cycle through, haven't you?
Yeah. And I'm like, okay.
Isn't it wild? It's probably half the people that were doing comedy when you started.
That and the first host, the first time that I ever did an open mic, there was a female comedian who hosted, and after I got off stage, she was like, she said something. She was like, she was like, yeah, that was good. She was like, but usually everybody does good on their first time, and I was like, what?
Are they still doing comedy?
Never seen her since. Haven't seen the bitch since, and I was like. And I just remember being like, "Oh, okay."
Why would you do that? That's such
she was the fucking host.
What a joy killer. That really is the epitome of that word.
Yeah,
like
it was a bummer.
Anybody who takes like the wonderful parts of comedy and forms them into a weapon and tries to stab you with it.
Yeah,
that's just about the worst.
Especially especially from. It was a very quick lesson from comedy. Like the first second that I got off stage from the first time I ever did a set, it was like, you ain't shit, don't forget it.
Yeah.
Like, oh, welcome to it, bitch.
Yeah, that's real. And I purposely avoid putting myself in situations where I'm still not shit. That's one of the reasons I tend to avoid like LA, and I still haven't been to New York. Like when I go to these places where there's a lot of other comedians, I'm so scared that
just
maybe
it's intimidated.
Maybe it's all like make believe or whatever.
Oh yeah. Oh right. Yeah,
I'm doing a lot better though. My confidence is I feel like my confidence is in like a good place these days. So
yeah, I'm always waiting for the other shoe to drop.
Oh yeah.
And for everyone to figure out, like in every aspect of my life, that I'm totally faking and shouldn't be doing. I'm like, you guys know I shouldn't have this job, right? Like I should not be doing this. You guys know that I should not be running a comedy club, right? I should not.
Yeah, everybody knows.
Yeah, like it's pretty. I mean, that one's pretty obvious.
Yeah, that was great. Yeah.
Whatever, my comedy club is doing fucking awesome.
It is doing really well.
My club is doing great. What?
No. It's just, it is really wild that I don't think I've ever had somebody who has like, but you take all these notes, you learn fast. You're obviously like obsessed with the stand-up comedy world.
Yeah.
And so if anybody could have done it, it's you. And it seems like the club is sustainable and it's going really well. But the idea that you're running it's is fucking wild.
It's me. It's me of all people. What the fuck? And I'm doing it. Holy shit. David Gabori said that he found a new home.
Oh, that's a sweet. He's hilarious too. He's such a nice guy.
And so
nice.
I've
met him he's out of Denver, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've met him.
Well, I think he lives there now, but he's from here.
Oh, see, I didn't know that.
So,
because he's really
had, like, family here.
He's in
stuff.
with Sam Talent and those guys.
Yeah.
So yeah. That'd be cool.
Maybe
you can get Talent. That'd be rad. I bet you could.
He was talking about. He was like, I want to do the podcast here, and so like now he has a podcast, and I've actually had all three of the people. I will have because I'm having Ian Carmel.
Yep.
Him. And then Sean Jordan.
That's rad.
And so I've had all three of them.
That's awesome.
At the bar. It's fucking insane.
Yeah.
Like, it's like I am doing shit on a level that like I am, like right now I have this guy Max, I think Amani is how you say Amini, and he is this Armenian comic who is just fucking taking over, and I have him one day. But his tickets have been on sale for I think 3 days, and they've already sold like 80.
That's wild.
And but talking to his agents, I'm talking to like 6 different people just fucking shooting me emails, and they're like, they want, they're using words that I've never heard of, and they want these. They're like, oh, we'll just send over this and this and this. And I'm like, oh,
you're Googling.
I'm like, I'm asking my fucking Samantha, my AI, like, Samantha, what is this? And I'm like, could you make me this? And it happened and I've got Katie Boyle.
I know you guys added, I think it's about 3 shows.
Yeah, we had to add a second Friday show. And that one, The Saturday show is sold out. The first Friday show is sold out. And then the second one is at like 70-ish, 60 or 70. But like, so yeah. And so like, it's just, I feel like I leveled up very quickly and I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
I feel like, when you started, there was like a lot of like, I mean, nobody really knew if like, what can stand-up comedy in Seattle, like what can it maintain? You know, if you got, laughs and club comedy and it's like, well, what
do we need a third comedy club?
Is there room for another comedy club? And it seems like the answer is a resounding like yes, that there was always room. And I think that laughs and club comedy are doing fine too. So
yeah, it doesn't seem as far. I mean, I obviously don't know, but that it has affected them in any way.
Yeah.
The biggest thing is Vanderpump is back.
Yeah, you're gonna do your big Vanderpump party.
It was
watch.
On
when
Tuesday.
Was it? Oh, it was on Tuesday.
Yes.
Was it packed?
We had 70.
That's
I think
great.
77
That's a lot of people to watch a TV
on
show
a
together.
fucking Tuesday night.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? And
Did you do all your like drink specials and stuff like that?
Pump teenies, baby.
Yeah.
And yeah, the bar did great. And
I talked to somebody else about this. Oh, I was talking to Zane about this and about like comedy bar.
Speaking of fucking killing it.
Yeah. That Zane Aquino, by the way, she's one of my favorite like up and coming comics. Also a great producer.
Fun and flirty. Always sells out at the bar on a Thursday.
She we were talking about how just the way comedy bar looks and like the aesthetics, like inside and out, like the signs, it really does look, and I know that's Dane's hand.
That's all Dane, yeah.
That he has like this, he's very good at graphic design. And I think what's funny too is that he's so passionate about the bar and he loves comedy so much. And then you combine that with his abilities.
Yeah.
To like make shit. So it's fucking awesome. I'm very glad. Yeah. I'm very glad. I'm very happy. What are you guys doing? What's this Saturday?
Katie Boyle.
Okay. Is that show all booked up?
I might have a guest spot.
Okay. I might want to come up. I might just be messing around up there.
I actually have Zanae's hosting.
Oh, really?
And then, I've got Danny and then Katie.
Which Danny?
Myron.
Do I know Danny?
Yes.
Okay.
I think I said his name wrong. He's.
God, people are gonna get their feelings hurt.
No, I love Danny. Danny knows that I love him.
Oh, okay, cool.
There are only.
Danny, if you're listening to this, I might know you very well, but I have like.
You've seen him. He's so funny.
I have thousands
He has this joke where he does this about like putting his hand out the window.
Yeah, that dude's so funny. We worked at Nate. Yeah, we worked at Nate's together. Yeah, I love you, Danny. You're funny.
Yeah.
It took me a second. Sorry, Omi.
I was gonna say we had to do everything for our taxes, and there are only. There are only 3 local comics that we had to like that we paid enough that we had to get like.
Danny's one of them.
And Danny was. Yeah. Of course, Danny. I love Danny.
I'm about to get I'm so scared about my taxes this year.
Oh no,
it's wild. I don't even know what I'm gonna do.
I would like. Oh my gosh. Okay, hold on. So do you just have like W-2s coming from? Every fucking comedy, every venue that you've ever
it's wacky. It's any venue where I'm gonna stop right now.
Yeah, I was literally. I was like, because that was a lesson that we learned because. Yeah. Like I literally this week just printed out like 100 plus like W-9s to give because I'm as soon whenever a comic gets on stage, they need to fill out this form. Like, but that's that's the side of comedy that I didn't know about.
We don't have, so it's interesting. Basically, everything that we're doing, I will have. It's weird because like I don't even know what the laws are. We're like if I'm driving to Portland and I get a couple $100, in cash.
Yeah,
and it's like, oh, what is this?
Not that you have. That's never happened before.
Yeah.
Everything is on the table. Everything is on the up and up.
Yeah, everything is
on the books.
So
there's nothing that hasn't been accounted for.
What's funny though is with comedy and being like, and I have an LLC and I am a, there's so many write-offs. So basically anything that I have like my mileage, like, oh my God, dude, going to like driving to Reading.
Yeah.
So like I drove to Reading for $800.
Yeah.
And like I think the write-off for the mileage for driving to Reading is probably $800,
Nice.
So
double win.
Yeah, whatever the hell. So basically like what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back through I can look at my social media or my calendar and it shows exactly where
you need
I'm
to start
at.
doing a logbook.
I don't do that shit because I don't need to because I can do it all.
Well, obviously, because you don't need a fucking logbook because that's what truckers do.
Yeah.
But
oh, that's a trucker joke.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah.
A lot, like, because they have to they have to keep track of how long they've driven and then how long they've slept.
Yeah. Dude,
I always used to have to.
Whatever
we would get pulled over, I'd always have to I would always be in the passenger seat, like filling out Dad's logbook. I'm like, oh shit.
But yeah, I'll deal with it.
You're
it's
a trucker.
Dumb.
You would have laughed at that.
Yeah, if you were a trucker, because we know you have a big trucker.
I do have a good fucking. Actually, I told my joke. I told my joke last night about my dad not being a trucker with no CDL license, and a guy in the audience was like, "Well, how did he get a truck?" I was like, "We'll talk later."
Wait, where were you at?
At TCC.
Oh, really? That's
I fucking closed TCC last night, but I wasn't sure if it was me because on the thing it said Jen Anderson is closing.
Oh, nice.
And I'm like,
is this the new TCC or TCC Classic?
Classic.
Yeah.
And I was like, is this a joke? Are you punking me? And but I really was like, I don't know if this is me or not. But it was Jen with one N.
Yeah.
So I was pretty sure that it was me. But I felt like a douche because I was like I had to go up and be like, hey, does Jen Anderson?
No, my God.
Do they exist? Or is that, because I need to mentally prepare for doing a closing spot.
There's people with their feelings hurt right now that didn't get on this list or that list.
Yeah.
I've been watching that shit.
I have not, but I did hear about it.
Oh, man. There's a lot of, God, this comedy does this so, man.
It hurts our feelings.
Well, there's this thing where, there's too many comics. And there's a glut right now of these folks that are almost like, they're not open micers. Like they can do a little bit of time, but they're not strong features. And they're just right in that zone of how come I'm not? And then what happens is that they stay in that zone for too long. And then there's too many new open micers. And they're like, well, you've been at this for a few years.
Right.
Like what's going to, and then they'll probably fuck off or they'll move to Austin.
Or they'll make a Facebook status about it.
A
vague book about it.
Yeah.
But I'm not allowed to talk about that.
No, don't.
Can't talk about things.
And by the way, just so you know,
can't talk about things that are public.
Hey, just so you know for sure, I'm not talking about anybody specifically.
I am.
Jess is. She doesn't give a shit.
I don't know.
Yeah, she's probably not.
I really don't. I haven't been on Facebook the last couple of days. I've been so fucking busy.
I like that so many comics listen to this and they're trying to find out. God forbid that these people that I'm around all the time that I have formed opinions on, and there's 75% of the comics in the scene. I gotta say, I don't like them, but I don't dislike them. I'm just totally neutral to them,
right?
Because I don't really know them.
Yeah.
And it's weird sometimes because they treat me like I can do something for them and I can't. If you're a newer comedian and you're listening to this podcast and you're hearing my voice right now and you think, oh my God, Sam, if I could get him to take me on the road. Jess has come on the road with me. It doesn't mean it doesn't really help that much at all. It doesn't
helps
do
plenty.
Does it?
Well, I mean, look at me. Now I own a comedy club.
yeah, that was all.
Started on the road with Sam, and now I own a comedy club.
To Dane, and I built her up.
Yeah.
Into a protege.
You came up with the name Comedy Bar.
I did. I did. Well, you guys didn't like my other name.
What was it?
Come and laugh. And the come is spelled C-U-M. That's a pretty good
That
name.
was good.
That was on the spot.
I was wondering where you were going to go, and then you did it.
I did it.
I'm so proud of you
I
right
did a
now.
joke.
You can rate jokes.
I can write a joke. I'm a big boy.
I keep telling everyone, like, no, he can rate jokes. He can rate jokes.
Like Sam doesn't write jokes.
And then, yeah,
hey, you know what? Do it. If you don't like my comedy, I understand.
I get it. I totally, like, I'm not even mad at you.
I've actually taken a lot of pleasure lately in being like, I'm not everybody's cup of tea, man. Like, I kind of do, because I listen to myself tell jokes too.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wow, this is just like a 20-minute story about me trying to not shit my pants on an airplane. And I'm getting as much laughs as anybody gets just being like.
Right. It doesn't mean they're right, though.
No, it doesn't matter.
You're not getting laughs for the right reasons.
I know. It's stupid. My jokes. You know what's weird, though, is I don't think people understand that, like, these longer form things that I'm doing, like, I have a plan, like, the whole time. Like, it's not like, and there are, it's just that I try.
There's a method to the madness.
I hide my setups, and a lot of the joke is like, look how dumb I am. And because that's what I've been doing my whole life.
Though, but it's so fucking nice, though. Like last night, like, I got off stage and I was like, oh, I am so proud of the shit that I write. Mm-hmm. Like, it is not, like, it is 100% only shit that I could write.
Yeah.
Like, it is not, there is no, like, literally I'm talking about living in a 3-sided trailer. Like, and
3-sided trailer.
Yeah, because Dad, you know, it does come with the 4 parts traditionally, but it was a rough deer meat season, so Dad had to sell that fourth side for parts. And so I'm like, is that relatable? That's relatable, right?
I like it.
But like nobody else is fucking talking about that. Yeah. Like, it's so stupid, it's so bizarre, and like it's the like, and it's not fucking about my vagina or about my wiener or about, like, anything. Like, it's not dirty or, you know, shocking it's not racist or fucking rude or mean, or it's just me.
It's just you're writing the jokes that you want to write.
Yeah. And like, I was just
having
like,
the reaction that you want them to have.
Right. Like, I was just like, really, I was just like, oh, okay, I am doing what I'm supposed to be doing.
I wanted to say I went down to Reading to do comedy at an AA event called Winterfest. It was called Shasta Winterfest, and it was wonderful. So I was up in Mount Vernon on Friday for Cozy Comedy. Great show. Had a great time.
Love them. Love Travis.
Yeah. And then went down to Reading, and it was a long pull. It's like 8 hours, you know. But honestly, it went really well. Like, drives are funny like that. Like, an 8-hour drive sometimes can be like, easy. Oh my God, it's whatever. But this was on the better part of the spectrum. Like, it was like a 7 out of 10. Like, it wasn't, for an 8-hour drive, it wasn't terrible. Do you know what I mean?
Yo, I love an 8-hour drive. An 8-hour drive is just 2 4-hour drives.
Yeah. That's the way to look at it. But here's the thing. So, like, the first couple hours, I was like, oh my God. And then once I got past Portland, like, I don't know, I think I was listening to a podcast and I was kind of like, you know, I'm good.
I love it.
And my back was doing fine.
Ride in the Lexus.
Yeah, in the Lexus. And wonderful event. The comedy went really well. People were very happy. A few technical issues or whatever, but nothing I couldn't overcome. And then I was going out to Eureka, and people don't know this, but there's a comedy club in Eureka, California called Savage Henry. It's run by a guy named Chris Durant. And
if you listen to the podcast, you know about it.
Yeah. And Jess has come there with me, and it's the first comedy club that ever headlined me. And I just have like a soft spot for there. And I added that. I told Brittany, Brittany, I kind of just want to go out to the coast on Sunday. I'm already in Reading, and I don't just want to go down to Reading and then drive back the next day. And so I took a 4-hour drive on Highway 36. There was a 3.5-hour route on 299, and then a 4-hour way on on Highway 36, which is one of the most remote highways in California. There's about, I think, 80 miles without anything. There was a few houses here and there, but mostly just Forest Service land and no gas, nothing. You had to watch your shit. And
Love it.
yeah, and I had a moment, and like I kind of felt like the last month I'm continuing to like feel better. And, you know, I got the Facebook back. I got my account unhacked.
Unhacked.
What's I'm still dealing
Dehacked.
I'm still dealing with some stuff because
I know you're like, hello, can anyone hear me? Is this thing on?
Well,
hello?
my account, it was crazy. I was driving back. I realized that there's still some business asset that's connected to my account from Brazil.
Oh, no.
And so like, and I couldn't get rid of it until I got to a computer, but now that's gone. And I think it's good now. But at one point I was driving back and my account got suspended.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, what the hell? And I was like, did this a hacked account? Is this person, did they do that again? Did they get my account suspended and now they're doing all this stuff and trying to take it back over again or like whatever?
They're coming back.
But it turns out my account might have been suspended because of a reel I posted about pretending.
It was your fault this time.
It was my fault.
Well, it was your fault last time. It was your fault again.
I posted that joke about me and my wife doing role play sex and me not telling her what I am, which is a great joke. I don't think it's that dirty.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, but Facebook was watching you.
Yeah.
They had eyes on you.
But anyway, I was in Eureka and I drove all the way up the coast through most of Oregon, all the way to Lincoln City. And it sucked. I don't know why. This is the weirdest thing is I was like, oh, I'll drive up the coast. But then I really wanted to get home. And I wound up not really stopping. I only stopped a couple times. But when
you couldn't stop.
Yeah, I was in a hurry. But yeah, just had some pretty like a lot of time to think and a lot of time to like kind of a lot of time to kind of like continue to let go of this stuff and a lot of realizations, including one that that the stuff, most of the stuff that has, well, there's two of them, and I told you about one of them. Most of the stuff that has been like tearing me up inside is shit that's like out of my control. Like, and that what happened with my friend Justin, like it wasn't personal. Like that could have happened to anybody. And unfortunately I was the one who got that. And it's cool because it didn't have to happen to somebody else. Like I was there for Justin when he needed me there. And even though what he did was terrible, like, and the other thing that I realized is like all this shit is basically like connected, right? So like that shit happened with Justin and it messed me up. And then I'm still trying to do like comedy business crap. But now like I'm half-assing everything because my mind is occupied with this Justin shit. And then hence my Facebook getting hacked and all this stuff. And then it's like kind of spiraling, you know, but then also like your support, lots of people had a lot of support, and it would seem like I am I'm out of that phase, and there very well might be more phases coming.
There definitely will.
Yeah. I know, like life
if
is
history
like
has shown us anything.
Yeah, but that was honestly, I mean, between Justin and shit, God, I don't even know. That must have been, looking back, that was kind of like a roughest time I've had in like a very, very long time. It's probably been like since COVID, probably.
Yeah.
You know?
No, I can't even imagine.
Yeah.
Like,
I think you can imagine, though. I think you've been around stuff like that.
Well, I've known, you know, my cousin had died from, you know, overdose and, you know, but just the whole part, you know, just and you know,
jeez,
all of it is really heavy and it's a lot. And, I'm sorry that, you know, you went through that, but I am glad that it was you and not somebody else.
Yeah, it's weird when you say it like that. I know, I already said it. But yeah, you know, there's friends of mine that I dearly love, and there is some guilt, and it's something they should not feel, but that's not the way feelings work.
Right.
Because the thing with my friend Justin is that, you know, in the last year, the year prior to him dying, like it was me and him got into it. I didn't talk to him for I think 7 or 8 months, you know, until he started texting me again. And even then, like I chose to not engage fully with him because his track record is one of when he was using was one of manipulation and whatnot.
Right.
Even when I had that phone call with him after, like in the back of my mind, like that's what that was. And it was like boundaries first, you know?
Well, yeah, you can't let that in. When someone's in that, yeah, you can't. There's nothing healthy about that. And you have to protect your sobriety and your fucking mental health. And, you know, and you can't enable.
No, you don't want to enable.
Right.
So. But yeah, I'm back. I'm headed to Minneapolis in a couple days.
Nice.
Not a couple days, in like 10 days. I'm featuring, do you know I'm featuring for Adam Ray in Chehalis?
No.
I'm doing that on Friday.
Hell yeah.
He does that Dr. Phil thing. I don't know who any of these, I don't know any comedians.
Yeah, it's okay.
It's like whenever I hear, like, I don't get a lot of feature work, but whenever I do.
It's exciting though.
I'll like Google them and I'll go, wow.
Yeah, I love that.
And then I move on.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm
not a big comedy guy.
I know. I was going to tell you about 2 people that I'm really excited about. But yeah, no, I've been doing that too. Cause like I've, you know, I'll look and somebody, cause I'm like getting like agents and shit. And they're like, hey, I have these people, and like literally just send me a list of comedians.
Yeah.
And so I'm like Google. Okay. I'm like, okay. And then there's like, oh man, he has 200,000 followers. Yeah. And then it's like 2,000 followers. Oh wait, no, I don't want that guy.
Dude, it's kind of brutal. By the way, hey comics,
better get your fucking count up.
Like,
you better buy some followers.
Yeah, people are always like, it sucks that it's like this, but
if somebody went to my if I sent my Instagram, I'm like embarrassed. I don't even put my Instagram on there. Yeah. Because if they went to my account, they'd be like 1,000 followers. What the fuck? I'm not hiring her. Yeah. So I totally would be a victim of the things that I know subject people to.
I know, but you still give people opportunities.
Oh yeah, I'm talking about like a headliner.
Yeah.
Somebody that like, yeah, if you know.
It is there's folks. You know what's funny about it too is I feel like there's folks like that started 25 years ago that might not have great social media followings, and they're actually doing okay because they have like connections and they're working in these areas, and people come out because they come out every year to see them, you know. Mm-hmm. But then there's these folks that started like 15 years ago, before social media was like dominant and reels were dominant. They're in a tough spot because it's like they're too late and too early, you know, because when I was, you know, I started like 9 years ago, and it was obvious that like social media was like a big part of the game. Right. And like, I was a little bit behind. Oh my God. I can't even imagine if I would have started like working on this shit the way I am now in like,
oh God,
in like 2018 or 2019.
I have 700 clubs.
Yeah.
Like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Yeah. No way though. No, I'd fucking run them into the ground.
It's, you got to go to work.
I do.
But you know what? I did it again.
Oh, shit.
I did it again.
You guys, it's so exciting. Sam has done it again. Look, he did his homework. He wrote some jokes. And by doing his homework, I mean he did it while I hooked up the cameras.
And you're reading them all. I don't know. I don't need to read them.
Do all of them?
Yeah,
okay.
Because it's funnier when you read them.
Okay.
And then I'll try to explain them and see if you laugh at any of them.
All right.
Okay.
A lot of men are worried that their wife has a vibrator, but not me. I don't know how else she's going to unjam conveyor lines in her, what is that?
Burgeoning
mining operation.
Do you get it?
I don't even know what half of those words mean. Unjam conveyor lines?
Read it again.
Okay. A lot of men are worried that their wives have a vibrator, but not me. I don't know how else she's going to unjam the conveyor lines in her what?
Burgeoning!
Her burgeoning. God, I feel like I miss Trey. I miss Trey. Burgeoning. What a dumb word. Why didn't you say her mining operation? Her up and coming? Is that what burgeoning?
Burgeoning is?
No.
It's like new and like with high promise, basically. It means like new. That's what burgeoning means to you.
How to unjam her conveyor lines in her up and coming mining operation.
So when
First
you
of
move,
all, how
okay, if you need to move dirt and rocks,
is that vibrator?
No, you don't get it. If you need to move dirt and rocks, like if you're like gold mining and stuff, no, you have like these things that vibrate it and they bounce down.
I saw that on Gold Mine.
Yeah, on gold. That's where I got it too.
Oh, Dane loves that show.
I love it too
because stuff just breaks.
I know. I just like the guy who, the old guy. The first 2 seasons are the best.
I feel like they're old.
No. There's this like really old guy, and he has this catchphrase. I can't remember. I used to yell it at Brittany all the time. It was fun.
Okay. Dane likes that show because they just like everything breaks and they like just fix it with like sticks. And, like, they're just like, oh, it's, Well,
I know, Josh, who did the documentary, works on reality TV, and there is a formula, basically. It's like before every commercial break, it's just every episode has like 4 cliffhangers.
Yeah.
And like a lot of them are just like, the machine is stopped. And then it's like, it ran out of gas. You got to put some gas in it or something. And they're like, anyway.
Yeah. The tire's flat.
Yeah. Oh, no. We got to fix it.
We got to fill it up with air.
Air. Yeah. Good choice.
Oh, please. Yeah. I love good editing.
Yeah. It rules.
Okay.
I don't remember these.
Is it Pip?
Yeah. This is a good joke.
Pip is a great name for your kid if you're a very busy parent.
Get it? Because you don't got a lot of time because you're busy. So you can be like, Pip, get over here. I got to go to work. Because it's a little name. Pip. This is the little Pip.
Oh, shit.
What? It's not that bad.
I got to take the... I don't even want you to have a smirk.
What, dude?
I'm taking my... I'm actually pushing my cheeks and my mouth inside of my mouth so that I have an opposite... And make sure it's an opposite smile.
I think anybody listening or watching is going to be mad at you right now because that is a decent joke. Because if you wouldn't want a name like a long name that I can't.
A long name,
like Rebecca.
Rebecca.
Yeah, but
Rebecca.
Yeah, Rebecca's not. Dude, like you don't even need the I.
Then would you just name him? I can't. Can you do that? I can't do it.
Yeah. What?
Okay.
I can do that.
Damn it.
Because you remember that song from Stand By Me?
Lollipop, lollipop,
okay,
lolly, lolly.
Nobody wants that.
I fucking love that song.
I can tell you.
I wanted that. I wanted
right
that.
when I brought it up. I regret it.
Yeah. Oh, you were worried I was gonna have fun. I know you hate that.
Okay.
I
think this is the worst one.
Okay. When squid are distressed, they shoot ink, which begs the question: why do these squid have ink? Are they writing books? I wouldn't want to read a book by a squid, especially if it was an anti-sperm whale. If it was
anti-sperm whale.
I wouldn't want to read a book by a squid, especially if it was an anti-sperm whale.
Because the squid fights sperm whales.
If it was about...
No, did I write it wrong?
I don't... Probably.
No, I wrote it fine. I wouldn't want to read a book by a squid, especially if it was anti-sperm whale.
Oh, if it was about... Okay, if it was about...
Because the joke is that, like, it's ridiculous because the squid would be biased against sperm whales.
Right, okay.
But that's not the sperm whale's fault. They're just doing what sperm whale do.
Just living.
Just living.
Okay.
This wasn't good. That was not a good joke.
Mm-mm. That's hard, too. I mean, that's rough because you really worked on that one.
I spent hours on
I
these.
said, I mean, there was like smoke
I
coming
was
out of your
tossing
ears.
and turning last year.
You're
No, I worked on these all last year.
I'll last
The 4 jokes I wrote all year.
Okay, last one. When I was a kid, my dad used to say, "You'd make a better door than a window." And it broke my heart because at the time, my dream was to become a window.
Sad.
That is sad.
Yeah.
But look at you now.
Look at me now.
People can see right through you.
I know. Yeah. I'm over vulnerable.
Mr. Cellophane.
40 minutes.
Okay, for Christ's sake. You have made this so.
I don't want you to be late.
Like,
I don't care though. If you want to keep going,
great. No,
you lose your job.
Please.
I know we talked about that yesterday.
Please. Tanya was like, "Can you just?" Like,
can I say what I told you?
What?
About how you're vital yet negligent?
Oh, I mean, that's yeah. Like, yeah. I feel like that's
yeah.
Yeah. Sam said that because I was telling him that my boss, because I think my start time when I started, my start time was 9, and then it became 10.
Yeah, and then your boss.
And then it became 10:30.
Yeah.
And now it's 11. and Tanya was like, "Hey,"
oh my God.
She was like, "I know it seems like your start time is 11, but maybe if you could like bring it back to 10:30."
Yeah.
And I saw fucking red.
Yeah.
And I was like, "How dare you?"
And then you're like, "Oh yeah."
I mean, I knew I do that. I have done that. I am wrong. She is totally 100% right in saying it, but I didn't like
I
hearing
hate being accused of anything
that I've done.
Even stuff that I've done.
Like, well, she didn't even accuse me. She was just like,
I've been
"Could you
working on
please?"
that joke. I was like, I hate the idea that people think that I'm capable of stuff that I did.
Yeah. I hate that they know it.
Yeah, it's the worst.
Yeah. I hate that they know that I'm capable of the things that I've done.
Dang it.
It's fine, like, if they can think it, but yeah.
Dang it.
Yeah.
Anyway, this was fun.
Well, not fun enough for you to ease into it and completely.
What do you mean? This has been a really good fucking podcast.
42. It's 42.
It's not. It's 41.
It's 42.
Why are we just saying names?
I don't know. You started it.
Oh my God. Who is? Oh my God. Who? Oh Jesus. Oh no.
It's Meta.
Oh my God.
Meta's calling.
Oh no.
Who is it?
They have my account.
Who is it?
God took my account over, and he wanted me to post
Jesus
about
take the Facebook.
Yeah, Jesus take my app.
Oh my gosh. Team PHV.
Yeah.
Cool.
Later, Gator. Bye, Gators. Bye, all you Gators out there. Listen, by the way, if you like the podcast,
Jesus, I don't know why. No, but spread the word. Tell people because, it's cool. It's really a lot cooler when, people listen and the numbers are higher. It makes me feel better.
Have our numbers leveled off?
No, since Zach has been doing the videos, it's actually been doing better.
That's
which is
cool.
Awesome. Yeah, he got our YouTube page all fucking situated. It looks amazing. He's been editing the videos really cool.
I don't do this for people to listen. I do this because I'm an artist.
Right.
And
a narcissist.
Yeah, I'm a
you said narcissist wrong.
I'm a narcissist. See, that's a long word, way longer than bip.